Vani has just returned from school and she is hungry. She asks her mother to get some food. Her mother brings her a plate full of salads and fruits. Vani is absolutely heartbroken, as she had expected her mother to get her some burgers and French fries. She starts revolting at once. Her mother waits patiently for her to finish her tantrums and sits down beside her with a plate of salads and fruits. She explains Vani that salads and fruits are necessary to eat, and she has already had her fair shares of rice, vegetables, fish and milk for the day. Vani looks confused. Her mother explains that Vani needs to take a balanced diet, and for that, she needs to eat everything that her mother gives her. Ma, what is balanced diet? Of course, before you eat it, you should know all about it. Let me tell you about the different components of food. Hello and welcome to yet another interesting video lesson from Notebook. Today we shall discuss a very important chapter from your syllabus, Components of Food. In the previous chapter, Food, Where Does It Come From?, we had already studied and learned a lot about the different sources of food and have also learned its importance. But if you have not gone through those videos, then let me take you through the first part of this chapter where we discuss about the importance of food and the nutrients present in them. So friends, we already are aware that anything that an organism eats or drinks for its survival is called food. To us, roti and sabzi is food. For birds, it might be worms or seeds. For a tiger, it might be meat, and for a rabbit, it can be a carrot. So different organisms feed on different things. We humans have evolved to eat a lot of different things. We eat bread, meat, eggs, pulses, cereals, and a lot of different items. Whatever we eat is food for us. We have also studied in the previous chapter that staple food varies according to region. The western states of India have a completely different diet from those of the eastern states, while the food of southern India varies considerably from the northern states. But here, a question arises that why do all organisms need food? The simplest answer to this would be that food provides us with energy. But how is this marvelous thing suddenly created? We have already discussed about this in our video lesson on the previous chapter. But let us discuss it once more. Food that we eat is broken down in the stomach to form glucose. The glucose is transported to all the cells of the body, and it is here that they meet the oxygen taken in by respiration. In presence of oxygen, glucose breaks down to give energy. Glucose can even break down to give energy in the absence of oxygen, and this process is known as anaerobic respiration. Every food that we eat contains nutrients. Nutrients are basically substances that provide nourishment for growth and maintenance of life. We require a proper balance of all the nutrients in our food for proper growth and development. Fishes, meat, and eggs are a rich source of protein, which is very necessary for growth. Also, protein is the structural and fundamental functional element of our body and a chief constituent of all cells. Milk and milk products provide us with calcium. Calcium is necessary for proper bone and teeth growth. Lettuce and leafy vegetables provide us the much needed vitamins which are absolutely necessary for boosting our immune system and protecting us from diseases. Fruits and vegetables even provide minerals which also act along with the vitamins to boost our immune system. When we eat rice, roti and bread, we are actually consuming carbohydrates which provide energy to our body by releasing glucose and facilitating its breakdown during respiration. Milk, ghee, butter are healthy sources of fat. Fat is stored in our body and provides a reserve of energy. Friends, too much fat consumption or unhealthy fat consumption from junk food is not at all advisable as it might make us sick. You must surely be wondering, how do we know which food item contains which component? For this, we need to conduct specific tests that would tell us whether there is protein, carbohydrate, fat, or vitamins and minerals in the food item. This is what we shall discuss in our next video. Till then, keep thinking about it and do go through this video lesson once again. With this, we shall conclude our today's lesson. We shall meet you soon in our next part. Till then, Team Notebook wishes you goodbye.